I wanted to go through the individual parts for the song. The Battle Is Yours. This is in the key of D, the alto key. There is a recording on Planning Center of everything, basically everything I'm going to play here, along with the drum track and the clicking guide, so you can see how it all fits together. But quickly, just starting with the intro, you're going to play both the D and the G strings. D will remain open all the time, and then on the G string, you're going to play basically some single notes. So it's like a... And you'll hear that phrase throughout the song. Now put together with the open D string, it's going to go... That's your intro. All together it goes... And just make sure you're hitting only the D and the G strings to that. Now for the first half of the verse, you'll lay out. And then like the second half, when there's a G in the bass, you're going to play that intro pattern again. And then with the G on the bottom is going to make it sound a little different. But anyway, and then from there you're going to do this little, almost like an 80s hairband sounding thing here. It's same thing with the droning D string, and you're going to go... Now with the D string it'll sound like this. So that covers your verse, and you'll also see that line in the second verse as well. You'll hear that happening as well. Now the pre-chorus is just simple G, open G, to E minor, to D, to A. Pretty simple there. Now we get to the chorus. Chorus is just going to be single D string again, or droning D string again with some single lines on the G string. So it's going to start. The G string notes will be this D, kind of like that. So with the D string it will sound like this. So no weapon, 2, 3, 4. No weapon So by itself, it doesn't sound necessarily like much. In the scope of everything else, when you got the bass notes changing and the keyboard stuff and everything happening, it fits together really nicely. So that covers your chorus. You go back to, in between, you go back to the verse. You're going to start off with a... You'll hear that pre-chorus. And so on will be the same way. Second chorus will be the same way. Now your solo section on the original, they do like a little tremolo picking with a big wide open reverb and stuff. It's a solo, so do whatever you want to do. I put something on the recording in the key of D major. You don't even have to follow that, but I just poke around in the key of D major or whatever, So so solo section, you've got that. That's all you. Now when we get to the bridge, the chords are G to E minor, to F sharp minor, to B minor, to G, to A, and then make sure on the gates of hell shall not prevail, make sure you're crunching that really hard. And so on. And it gets a little bit louder for the other bridges. We'll go back to the kind of a quieter pre-chorus, and so on. And now on that final pre-chorus, there's an extra length of the A. You'll hear the... goes into the chorus again. Just play it the same way. It's like halftime, so you might hold them out a smidgen longer. And then play the chorus again. And so on. Then you go into the outro, which is the same as the intro pattern. And so you finish that out. Just the very end, the very last part will go. And then the last chords, a nice big G and a D. And you finish that out with a good old Goodnight Cleveland ending. Hope that helps. These two things put together, the video and the recording. Let me know if you have any questions. I will talk to you later. See ya. Bye.